this first color is called Live and Let Die. This was from the Skyfall collection. This is a dark sort of like bottly green blue color. It's almost a teal, but it's a little bit darker than a teal, and it has a gold glass fleck shimmer running through it. It's actually fairly opaque in the first coat. I kind of forgot that about this color. I don't wear this as often as I want to, but it's a really beautiful color and it goes on pretty easy in the first coat. So that is the first coat of Live and Let Die. I'm going to go in with the second coat of Live and Let Die, and this gets the color fully opaque, and the shimmer also comes out a little bit more against the base of the nail polish because it gets a little bit deeper as well. This one looks pretty blue toned in the bottle, but I feel like in person it does look a little bit more green than it is picking up in the camera. So this is Live and Let Die from the Skyfall collection. So I'm actually going to keep this one for now. It's going to go in my like 6-month pile. I love the way this looks, and I actually really like the formula. I forgot how easy this was to apply, but I just want to see if I'm going to use it enough, especially in the winter months, and then see whether or not I keep it after that. So that is Live and Let Die. This next color is called Yodel Me on My Cell. I think this was from the Switzerland collection, and this is a sort of lagoon type of blue with a shimmer running through it. I honestly haven't worn this in years. It's always been on my shelf. It's a very pretty color. It's like one of those shelf colors that looks gorgeous on the shelf, but you never really pick it up. It's like a decorative type of color, if you guys know what I mean. In the first coat, it is pretty sheer, as I kind of expected. A lot of colors like this tend to be on the sheer side when you first apply them. So that is the first coat of Yodel Me on My Cell. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Yodel Me on My Cell. And this deepens up the color a little bit, makes it a little bit more blue toned. It doesn't get fully opaque. It is a little bit on the watery side, so like the formula is, so if you manipulate it too much on the nail, then it does tend to go a little bit more streaky. And yeah, you can see how much more opacity it does give the color and how much more like saturation it gives the color, but it's not quite opaque yet. So I'm going to go in now with the third coat of Yodel Me on My Cell, and this gets the color pretty much fully opaque. And you can see it does deepen up the color just a little bit more. And even though I did do 3 coats, there is just a little bit of sheerness to this color. I don't want to do 4 coats because I feel like it would just get too thick on the nail. It's a beautiful color. Like, I love how like cerulean it looks. It just doesn't have the greatest formula to it. So this is 3 coats of Yodel Me on My Cell from the Swiss collection. So I am going to actually destash this one. I don't wear it all that often, and it doesn't have the greatest formula, even though it is a beautiful color once you get it fully on your nails. It's just, you know, I don't wear it very often, and it just sits on my shelf because it looks pretty. So this is going to get destashed. So this color is called Ski Teal We Drop, and I believe this was from the Swiss collection as well. This is like a dark oceany blue teal color, and I love this one. This one was like a go-to Sharks game color for me for a while, and is also just sort of a go-to fall color for me. I love that it is a deeper color, but you still get that nice teal tone coming through, even though it's not super bright. On the first coat, you get a nice even coverage of color, and it applies really smoothly. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Ski Teal We Drop, and this gets the color fully opaque and deepens it up just a little bit, but also provides that really beautiful shine that some really good OPI cream colors have. Again, I used to wear this as a go-to color for like Sharks games, and so I've used this quite a bit, and I use this every year anyway in the fall, and it's such a pretty color. So this one I am going to keep. Again, I really love this color, if you couldn't tell by the way I've said. I wear it all the time at Sharks games, so this is going to stay in my stash. So this color is called Amazon Amazoff. This is from the Brazil collection. I think this is one of like 3-4 colors that I bought from that collection, and this is really the only one that I like saw in promo photos and was like, I have to have it. And this is a teal cream color. This is sort of a slightly darker cream, or slightly darker teal, sorry. And it has a really beautiful cream finish and formula to it. You can see it looks kind of green in the first swatch, in the first coat, but it does deepen up and add a little bit more of a blue tone as you add coats to get it fully opaque. So that's the first coat of Amazon Amazoff. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Amazon Amazoff. And this gets the color fully opaque, and as you can see, it does get a little bit more blue when you add that second coat. It doesn't look as green as the first coat. And it glides on really smoothly and is really easy to apply. So that is 2 coats of Amazon Amazoff. So this one, as much as I like it, I am going to destash because I have quite a few teal nail polishes and I don't need as many teal creams. In fact, like I have one literally right here called from Insta-Dry from Sally Hansen. So this one I am going to destash because I do have one from OPI that is my favorite, and I'll show you later in this video. This is the point of the video where my fingers get stained and kind of look like I'm cold or dying. This color is called wait, hold on. Okay, sorry. This color is called Ostintatious Turquoise. I was like reading it upside down and could not figure out what it said. This was from the Texas collection. I feel like the Texas collection got forgotten about and like was kind of underrated. It had some pretty colors. It had a whole section of like jellies in that collection, and then a whole section of like blue toned sort of grayish colors. And then it had this shimmery turquoise. This is a very sheer at first coat turquoise shimmer with a bluish, slightly shifty purplish gold, or not gold, glass fleck shimmer running through it. So that is the first coat of Ostentatious Turquoise. So I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Ostentatious Turquoise. You can see it doesn't get fully opaque in 2 coats either, so I'm definitely going to have to do 3. It does get a little bit deeper and the shimmer gets a little bit stronger with 2 coats, but this is definitely more of a sheer polish than some other shimmers out there. So I'm going to go in now with the third coat of Ostentatious Turquoise. And it's still kind of sheer. I don't think I'm going to do a 4th coat because this is one of those colors I feel like this is like the best that it kind of gets. It is very photogenic. I will have to say in the camera the shimmer picks up really nicely, so it looks really pretty in camera video form, but in person it's not quite that like obviously shimmery. So this one I am going to destash mostly because I don't wear it very often, but also just because it is so sheer. I feel like there are other shimmery turquoises out there that have a better formula than this. So this color is called Fly. This is from the Nicki Minaj collection, and this is my favorite teal polish from OPI. This is actually my go-to teal nail polish kind of in general. It is a brighter teal, it's a little bit more saturated, and it applies really beautifully. You can see in the first coat it actually applies pretty opaque. It applies really smoothly, so that is the first coat of Fly by OPI. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Fly. And this gets the polish fully opaque and it makes it a little bit deeper, but just also a little bit brighter as well. And it's a beautiful teal color. Again, it's my go-to teal cream. And this actually, I want to say I've never had an experience of this staining my nails as well. The Sally Hansen one that I kind of poked in there for a second does stain. So yeah, this one I absolutely love, and I love the color, and it's just my favorite. So that is OPI's Fly. So this I am going to keep. It's like my favorite teal cream, so this is going to stay in my stash for as long as I have this bottle. So this color is called Cant Find My Checkbook, and this one was from the Euro Central collection. And this one I actually bought because at the time I wanted to do, or I saw someone do like a turquoise nail art on Instagram, and they had used this color and the shimmery orange from the same collection that I actually showed in a previous Swatch My Stash video, and I like wanted to pair them together and do that, so I bought them at the same time for nail art. It is a light, slightly turquoise toned blue cream color. It definitely reads more turquoise if you compare it to other light blue or like sky blue creams, but this is definitely sort of on the edge of my blue collection. Like this is kind of where they start. So this is the first coat of Can't Find My Checkbook. You can see that it went on pretty smoothly, and it provided a nice color base for the color to build up upon. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Can't Find My Checkbook, and this gets the color Fully Opaque, which is actually very surprising for a light blue cream. I feel like some light blue creams, especially like sky blue or pastel ones, are streaky and very hard to get opaque in 2 coats. So this is 2 coats of Can't Find My Checkbook. So this one is actually going to go into the compare with other nail polishes pile. I have a couple of colors from like China Glaze and Zoya I want to compare this to before I decide on which one to keep. This color is called Mermaid's Tears. This is from the Pirates of the Caribbean collection. This color I think was the first color in the collection that I saw and really made me want to get other colors from the collection, and I feel like this color was really hyped up when this collection first came out. This is sort of a seafoam cream color. It's got a little bit of a dusty tone to it, just like Stranger Tides did. And it is a beautiful color. Very easy to apply. You can see that as a light color, it still doesn't go, it doesn't go streaky, and applies a pretty opaque base for the polish itself. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Mermaid's Tears. And this gets the color Fully Opaque, surprisingly. Again, I feel like some older OPI collections just had like the best formulas and were so easy to work with and had really unique colors like this one. And I miss those. So yeah, this is 2 coats of Mermaid's Tears by OPI. So this one I am going to keep. The formula itself was so easy to work with, but the color I really do think is very unique. This color is called Thanks A Windmillion. I think this was from the Holland collection. And this is a very, very light green toned sage color with a gray tint to it. Similar to Stranger Tides, but a little bit darker. And I genuinely can't remember when I bought this color and like why I bought this color, but it's very pretty. It applies pretty evenly and pretty easily, as you can tell by this first coat. So again, this is the first coat of Thanks A Windmillion. So I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Thanks A Windmillion. And actually, this goes Fully Opaque in 2 coats, which is kind of surprising. Again, very easy to apply, and the color goes a little bit brighter with the 2 coats. Like it gets a little bit more green and less gray looking, and yeah, it's a pretty color. So this one I'm not gonna actually destash because I have Stranger Tides and because I don't wear this very often and I can't really remember why I bought it, so it is going to be destashed. This polish is called See Ya Later Sailor. This is another polish I did not remember I had. Can't really tell you when I got this polish and why I got this polish and what collection it's from, but you can see that it's very, very sheer and it's got like an icy blue tone to it. It has a really pretty shimmer. Again, in this lighting and with this camera, it's actually very easy to see the shimmer, but in person it's not as obvious. I'm gonna go in now with the second coat of See Ya Later Sailor, and this adds just a little bit more opacity. The shimmer is a little bit stronger and the color gets a little bit more icy blue, but it's definitely not opaque yet, so I'll do one more coat of this polish. I'm going to go in now with the third coat of See Ya Later Sailor, and this doesn't get fully opaque, but I'm not going to do a 4th coat because again it'll just get a little bit too gooey on the nail. And you can see that it does add opacity and it does add shimmer and it does add sparkle, but it's a pretty sheer nail polish. So that is 3 coats of See Ya Later Sailor. So this polish I am going to destash. Again, I don't remember why I have it. I don't remember what collection it's from. It's very pretty. It's just on the sheer side, and I just feel like it's a color that I wouldn't entirely wear all that often if I did keep it after this video. So that is my video for this week. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would totally make my day. If you are new to my channel and subscribe, that would also totally make my day, and I hope you guys are doing well and had a wonderful holiday if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys soon.